this is where you take off your shoes. So
It
technically,
looks pretty
I shouldn't
fucking
be standing
average.
here in my socks.
It's not designer.
Don't tell anyone.
I'm telling you now, it's
Anyway,
not designer. This guy told you it's designer and he's fucking ripping you off. I'm telling you.
here is where all the shoes are kept. Yeah, mostly my shoes, I'm just realizing.
You know, in my previous videos, I have said how the fuck does anyone fill up all of these shoe spaces? I forgot fucking they have hundreds and hundreds of pairs of useless shit that they wear once. I actually forgot that. So now I know why. Okay, good. Thanks. That's actually I forgot that that is a thing you have to think about when designing a house. That if you design it for partners, of course, or even for solo, is there might be a woman moving in, so you need to make a lot of space for all the shit that they bring with. I don't understand why they have so many things. I've asked my mother this. She won't tell me. I guess it's like a trade secret of women why they have so many things. But yeah, like I have maybe 12 shirts. All right. And I wear them and then I wash them and I wear them. I, I don't know, man. How goes it, guys? We are back. We're doing another house tour judgment, of course. This one was a really cool, weird apartment. I don't know. They use fancy words, but it was basically just a cheap apartment that they built trying to save money. Like that was the main objective of building this apartment block, obviously. And then they just put design in front of it, and people think it's designed with purpose that way. Meanwhile, the only purpose is to save money and to scam you out of your money. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this apartment. It wasn't that bad in all honesty. It's just I would change a few things, and yeah, other than that, it was actually good. You know, I really like the apartment except for the zinc area. That's weird that you just see the exposed piping, but yeah, you'll see when we get there. In any case, if you guys end up enjoying, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, notify yourself, and I'll put my blue button by clicking the notification bell. Hopefully you guys enjoy, because that is the most important part, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers! How goes it, guys? We are back doing another house tour judgment. Tokyo apartment. They call it the designer Tokyo apartment, but designer just is a fancy word for saying you put effort and money into decorating the interior of your house. Uh, that's literally what it means. So it's basically, oh yeah, I bought this house and now I put shit into it. It's a designer. I don't know, man. It's just so dumb that people use these basic terms to try and sound different. But yeah, that's already probably a very judgmental start. This fucking video is 28 minutes long. If she talks too much, I'm skipping past it. In all honesty, I don't want to watch 28. I thought it was like 4 minutes. What the fuck? Why is it 28? Oh well. It's basic, man. What do you mean it's a
If you've ever looked
designer?
at apartments in Japan, you'll probably notice that 80 to 90% of them will start to look pretty similar after a while.
You know why? Mass production. They've got a very huge populace and not enough developed country to put those people in. They group up basically cities and they form metropolitans like Tokyo, which was basically a bunch of areas that merged into each other to form this big area that we now know. And they start mass producing buildings, especially apartment blocks. Because I don't know what the birth rate is, I'm pretty sure it's declining, but I'm pretty sure after the World War it was rising. You know, so they started mass producing things, and they're going to start looking the same, because basically what companies would do is they would go to the architects, the architectural firm designing a building, go to it, say that we also want another one, just change it up slightly so it doesn't look the same because we want our own brand. And then you make a few slight changes and boom, you got an apartment. But in all honesty, it's basically just a way of producing. Like, you don't go to a specific architect like Kengo Kuma. Kengo, I think it's Kengo Kuma. I'm pretty sure I don't know. I know his name's Kengo or something, all right? He's a very well-known architectural designer. You don't go to him to design an apartment very often, and if you do, it's going to stand out more than the rest. So what you would do is basically go to an architectural firm, probably a bunch of them, talk to the people, and then they'll probably set up plans for you. And if you're a big development company, that most people are that build apartments, because not every Joe will do that, they will probably just build houses instead. But yeah, then they go there, say we want plans, and then they will probably just change up a plan they already have slightly, and then boom, because you know it's already a working plan. It's been already been improved. It's already been approved and everything. So yeah, why wouldn't they do that? I accidentally.
while, but there are some apartments called designers apartments, and these are apartments that are trying to go for something a bit different. They're trying something new.
That's not the right term of design. You can literally Google this shit. Design apartment is basically something designed for like the person owning it. They design it for comfort or whatever they want to stuff. So it's more of less interior, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong on this shit, but I'm pretty sure that is you don't go, oh, this is the designer house. No, it's like a house designed by a person if it's like a really good and you say no, it's a Kenga production or something like that. So yeah, no.
New,
Not
some of them
accepting
are
that.
great, and some of them are terrible. Anyway, this apartment is one of those designer apartments, and I could not love it anymore. I think
So
it's
I'm
just
assuming the designer part of it is open face concrete. It's not special. A lot of people do it in Japan, even across the world. So it's definitely not. That's the designer part of it. Because if it designer is the uniqueness of the building, if there are rooms in it that are not looking unique, if there's something like staircases that's not unique or anything, it's not a designer. It has to have a unique function.
the coolest thing ever. I just feel like it's such a steal for the price that we're paying for it. Roughly, we're paying 193,000 yen a month for this apartment, which I think is a very reasonable price for what we've got in the location that we're in. That might be a lot to you, might not be a lot to you, but yeah.
I don't know how much that is, but
Welcome to the Genkan. Usually in Japanese houses, they have this little like recessed step, and then this is where you take off your shoes. So technically,
looks pretty
I shouldn't be
fucking
standing
average.
here in my socks.
It's not designer.
Don't tell anyone.
I'm telling you now,
Anyway,
it's not designer. This guy told you it's designer and he's fucking ripping you off. I'm telling you.
here is where all the shoes are kept. Yeah, mostly my shoes, I'm just realizing.
In my previous videos, I have said how the fuck does anyone fill up all of these shoe spaces? I forgot fucking women have hundreds and hundreds of pairs of useless shit that they wear once. I actually forgot that. So now I know why. Okay, good. Thanks. That's actually, I forgot that is a thing you have to think about when designing a house. That if you design it for partners, of course, or even for solo, is there might be a woman moving in, so you need to make a lot of space for all the shit that they bring with. I don't understand why they have so many things. I've asked my mother this. She won't tell me. I guess it's like a trade secret of women why they have so many things. But yeah, like I have maybe 12 shirts. All right, and I wear them and then I wash them and I wear them. I I don't know, man.
Interesting. At the
I've
bottom,
got
we
like
have
4
my
pairs of
earthquake
shoes,
kit in case
honestly.
there's a big old earthquake, because we all know the big one's coming. And then coming around the corner, this is where I need to start blurring things because we have the best view ever. Oh my gosh.
It's basic. It's not designer. It's it's a basic floor plan. Literally, all this is it's what the words this is. Fuck, I forgot the name. All right, just crucify me. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But it's basic, man. It's all they literally just said. Yeah, we are not gonna take the time to plaster this shit. We're gonna leave it open and call it design. That's all they.
It's so cool. It's
It's
so
very
beautiful. The
practical.
lighting is just
Less
amazing. That was one of our
materials,
prerequisites. We
of
had
course.
to make sure that we had natural light, and we just get the most incredible lighting in the morning, especially. It's just we had
Did you
natural
see
light,
that
and we
shit?
just get the most incredible.
Look at where the plug is. Why? Why is the plug so high? Why would you do that? Why and that's the unique part of the apartment. The plug that's in the fucking ceiling. Why would you decide to put a plug there? Most of the things that will be plugged in will be plugged in lower. Especially if you like extend this a little bit to the side here, let that still open and you can have like your rice cooker and shit because that's like Japan. There's rice cookers. You can have your shit here still and I don't get that.
Incredible lighting in the
That's
morning,
literally
especially.
that's the
It's
weirdest thing
just
I've ever seen.
beautiful. It's stunning. And then turning around to
I'm also going to tell you, some designers are full of shit. They try and be unique and then they create absolute god-awful pieces of shit. So watch out for that.
the other side, we have the bedroom. And that's pretty
Alright.
much it. Like, it's kind of just like one giant rectangle of like an open
It's
layout.
definitely
But
not
I really love
designer.
it because it just feels very Very, very, very spacious. So a lot of designer apartments kind of fit into this category, and this one is also the same. They often have concrete walls and no storage, and this...
Do you know why? Save money. It's literally, designer apartments are just for cheaper people. It's not an actual good-looking thing. They do that. The expense of the building will be down. That means the rent will also be lower than normal. That's why they do that. If you want your shit, you can buy it yourself and build it in probably. And even after you're out, the value is going to raise of the property. But it's not design. They literally cheaped out. It's a cheap apartment. They literally did that just so you think you live somewhere special, but you don't. It's just for the price. I'm telling you that.
Apartment is no exception to that. I already told you that's the only storage that we were given. So we bought a hydraulic bed with storage underneath it, and this is the best, honestly, probably one of the best purchases.
No, it's not. So what? I feel like I'm judging this poor person very much, and I don't want to come off like that. But what you could have done to make the place look better is, there's like portable hanging racks that you can move, like get around. And also, there's IKEA is a thing in Japan. Swedish people have taken over in that factor across the world, except in South Africa. I've never seen an IKEA in South Africa. There might be one. I just live in a poor part of it, I guess, middle class of it, I guess. But yeah, you could have done that for like shirts and stuff, so that's extra storage for that. And if you want this, what I would have done, of course, is you get like Japan has these really cool room dividers that you could have gotten. I would have divided a part of the room off, like almost halfway, make that like a temporary wall, walk around, and there would be storage behind that. Basically, like you could put like, I don't know, build cupboards that are not attached to the wall, because you can do that, by the way. And just pack shit up there. Of course, if you're not staying long, the bed's the proper option. If you are staying long, because it does sound like you're planning to stay long in this designer apartment, uh, that might not be the best long-term goal, of course, but yeah, that's only my thought on it, what I would have done with it. You do you, I guess.
That we made for this apartment. And it was gonna come up to be like, need you, man? And then we're like, let's just check and see how much it would cost on Mercari, which is like it's kind of like Craigslist in Japan, where you can like sell secondhand things. And someone was selling it for 30,000 yen. I can't believe that we just saved like $1,700 by looking online for secondhand. How good is that? The main attraction of the apartment that I fell in love with immediately is the concrete wall. It just looks so cool and modern and reminds me a lot of my favorite.
Do you know what those holes are? Sorry, I'm stopping this video a lot because everything I'm hearing is just bullshit. But those walls are actually like bolts that, well, not bolts, it's bewapening. It's basically just metal rods they use to strengthen the concrete to increase the MPa of it. So that means basically the load it can bear. I'm pretty sure that's what they do there. I have been like to a hospital where they had these, but what they did was like they attached things through these holes as well. So you would see like a bolt head at the one point and something else anchored onto that pillar or whatever.
Architects to Dow Ando. You probably noticed these little dots everywhere, and I looked it up, and it's something to do with like the mold that holds the concrete.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure these are the bolts, but yeah, that's the strengthening that they put into the. It's just basically metal ribbed rods. The ribbed part of it is just so it doesn't slip easily. And normally at the end of it, it's like curved inwards. So if something pulls, it just doesn't pull out. There's a bunch of factors you have to take in with this shit. That's normally why the engineers do it, because they actually know the math of it. But you get like three primary forces that work onto it. It's of course vertical, horizontal, and diagonal forces. And basically you just do the
Create a place while they're pouring it, something like that. And they usually fill in the holes, but the apartment has chosen to leave some of them open, and there's this little screw inside, meaning that you can screw in hooks and hang stuff from it and kind of do whatever with it. It's such a cool feature. I kind of wish that like all of them were unfilled in so that we could like screw in more stuff, but it's really only like this row.
No, because that would look fucking stupid. Imagine everything. I guess. I don't know that, it's worked for a purpose like that. I'm pretty sure. I don't get the purpose because, no offense to you, of course, all offense to the designer.
It's just so cool. I think it's great. And one of my favorite parts about the whole bedroom is this.
You can buy that
So
on
good.
Wish.
So this didn't come with
I'm
the
just
apartment. The
joking.
apartment has just like regular blinds or
Yeah.
whatever. So instead of getting curtains, we decided to get this. It does come down automatically because we figured out a way to connect it with like an app on your phone. So that's like our alarm now. That'll wake you up.
Cool. That's very cool. My mother has one of
Ah,
those breath
so
things
nice.
for
On
like
to the
fresh
living
air
room.
things.
This is
Total
our
bullshit,
closet
but she
with
has one of them
clothing
as well.
in the living room. Yes, I know. It's fine. It's
It
fine. It
looks good
blends
there.
in. It's all
Yeah.
good. This is from IKEA. That is from IKEA. The
Right.
table is
Why did I fucking say everything comes from IKEA? Even in Japan, I'm telling you that. Where do we get? We just get our shit from Takealot, and I don't know what brand it is. I don't know what brand it is. I just use this shit. All right, like this one we got from IKEA. Fuck, Takealot. This is like a little thing where I put shit upon it, so it is in the picture. But I mean, I'm mostly this side. Even if, when I'm playing games, I'm mostly like this side. So I left that there. Could have taken it off, but I'm not.
from
It's extra
IKEA.
space for me.
The couch is from
It holds the
Nitori though,
light.
against all
Little
odds. It's
fucking
pretty much
bed light
exactly the same
that
as the
lights up
IKEA
my room.
couch. I don't know who copied who there. But yeah, it's a pretty good couch.
L-shaped
You can
couch.
still feel like a very
Basic.
clear dividing, like a piece of wood here. And one day I'm scared I'm just gotta like sink all the way down into the bottom. But the best part about it is you can pull out this bottom section and it turns into a double bed for guests. How good. And then there's also storage underneath the seat too. We love hidden storage. I don't know if you're noticing a theme here. And these are some prints from 3 of our favorite movies of all time. I found the prints on Etsy, just
Is
like
that a
different
fucking
artists.
rat? It looks like rats to me. It's like rats running in circles. What
See
is
if you
that?
can guess what movies they are. I think
That's Ratatouille.
this
Of
one's
course,
pretty
I know
obvious. I
that
think you
one.
might get
Yeah.
that one. This one, unless you've seen the movie, you probably
What the fuck is that? No, I've never seen this movie.
won't
What?
get it at all. And then this one, even if you have seen the movie, you might not get it. So let me know. Let me know in the comments if you can guess what movies these are. This plant is majestic.
Fake.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay,
It's
no, that's not
beautiful. It's
fake.
massive.
It's dying.
It's taller than me. You've done it. I can't believe it. I think I bought it.
I will never have a fucking plant in my house. It's so illogical to do that. Literally, in South Africa, we have all 4 fucking seasons. Some places, I'm pretty sure don't, because I don't know how your plants stay alive during that. But during winter, everything fucking dies. I don't know why. South Africa is so warm during summer, but during winter it's cold, but it still doesn't fucking snow. Of course, it's like one of those things, but it still gets really cold, like actually really cold. We still need to use heaters and shit. We don't have floor heating like in Japan, which is shit. We also our toilets don't have heated seats. So when we go to the toilet in the morning, it's like you sit for a while because you don't want to do your business if you're taking a shit, of course, if you're mad, but you don't want to do your business like while it's cold because it's one of the awfulest experiences of your life. I'm pretty sure that you'll ever experience. I don't know how to explain it, but plants die here. All right, well, not die. They go into hibernation or whatever, and the leaves fall off. It's annoying. All right, it's annoying outside. It's annoying more. It will be more annoying in your house. I remember my grandmother. She luckily she hired people, but when I was younger, I would help her. I was forced to do it, of course, but I would have to rake the leaves. And imagine that shit in your house. Nah, I'm not doing that. This plant probably doesn't do that, but I don't care. I hate plants because of that. My mother and my grandmother are both plant freaks, and yeah, if something happens to their plants, you're in shit, basically. So I don't want that in my house. I hate plants.
It in like
I have a
2020.
garden, but they
Oh,
stay
my
fucking
COVID baby.
outside.
It was one of those like little tiny IKEA plants that you sit on your table and it just grew so big. Look what happens when you give something room to shine. This is a pot plant that I will eventually put a plant in, but for now it just sits there. This is like a little resin tray thing from a company called Science Shape, and they are the same company that made this beautiful,
Pretty sure I saw this entire
majestic.
pot
Oh my gosh, I
already.
love it so
I
much.
don't
My
know if I
favorite
want to
table
continue
in the
watching.
world.
It's
I
been
will never let you
17
go.
fucking
Check out the link in
minutes.
the description for everything. I'll just like link it there. They're really quite like eco-conscious and like they don't cut down trees. They just wait for it to fall naturally, and they use like an eco resin.
They don't cut. Do you think trees get this flat on their own? What do you mean? So they wait for the tree to
So
die.
check out
Is
the link
that
in the
what you're
description
saying?
for everything. I'll just like link it there. They're really quite like eco-conscious and like they don't cut down trees. They just wait for it to fall naturally, and they use like an eco resin kind of. I don't know how it all works.
This is not how a tree looks when it falls naturally. Where did they get their trees from? Oh yeah, it's Japan. There's earthquakes and shit. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind that question, but You know you can replant that tree if it falls over, right? I'm pretty sure.
Works, but it's beautiful. Wow. And this is my other favorite corner of the apartment. Look at it. Oh, it's so cute.
Big cats.
I just got this little guy off Etsy.
They're fucking
Then
demons,
we've got
alright?
like
And you
a,
can't
standard
tell me
white
that
gold
I'm wrong. They're
candle
fucking
and
demons.
some beautiful dried flowers. I really love dried flowers. In here we just keep like the Switch and controllers and games and that kind of thing. And now that
Haven't
it's
seen
getting
one
darker,
PC, I'm
I can show you
disappointed.
the coolest lamp ever. Ooh.
Alright, that is a cool lamp, I will admit it. My grandmother had something similar, but it's like one of those 90s, 70s weird pieces of shit. We have to turn the thing on top for the light to start bucket, and the light just shines out there and it illuminates the entire room or whatever. But that thing was in the only part of the room, or well, house, that was fucking dark, doesn't matter where you lit up the room. So me as a child, I had to run in there. I was scared of the dark when I was little, alright? I was a little bitch. But I would have to run in there, and then it's like a fast run. And you trip over shit and fall. I've been injured in that house more than I've ever been injured anywhere else, basically. But yeah, and you would like fuck over the things just to turn on the lights so the demons would stop chasing you as a child, of course. Right now, as I am now, I'm looking back on my memories of being afraid of the dark, and I'm calling myself a little bitch in my head, of course. But yeah, this is a cool lamp. I don't know why. I'm just getting bored with this apartment. It's so fucking basic. It's not.
Isn't it fancy? And now on to the disappointment of the apartment. The kitchen.
Disappointment because you did it wrong. What would I have done to make this kitchen better? First of all, move the couch over. Oh, but it'll. All right. So what I would have done is, in that corner, I would have put in an extension, like just buy a cabinet, take out the fridge there, put the fridge here with an extension, take the fridge out there, and there will be space. I'll put on like an L-shaped extension. I don't know what the fuck you can do with that, but I'll use the one down here, of course. Um, for the fridge here, I might just run an extension along the roof, just like, put it in, hide it with some things. Use that for the fridge. Then this one down here, I would put in an extension. It's always extensions, by the way. But and yeah, then I'll have a bunch of things connected from here that I can use and stuff. It's not that hard to find the exact height of this cupboard, of course, and then just like rematching it and going all the way around. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit off this side. Wait, maybe no, it's gonna be the same. But yeah, you're gonna have more space. It's gonna feel better. Uh, it's gonna be weird using that little thing there in the corner, but I mean, it looks like one burner, so you can just stand there and do your shit. Feel
Womp,
it look
womp,
much better.
womp. This is not a good kitchen, man. This didn't come with the apartment,
Okay,
obviously.
it's a
Neither did
two-burner,
the
but
fridge,
still,
obviously.
yeah.
It's just this. And there's no, I don't know if you can notice. I don't know if you can notice, but there's no storage under the sink. Why would there be? It's a designer's apartment.
But she just say she went for the cheapest option. Th- They do that to save money. It's not for designing purposes. It's not to give you a rustic look. It's literally, they went to the people, they were like, all right, everything's set out. Do you want cupboards? And they were like, no. And boom, you have this apartment. It's not design. Oh my soul.
Do it yourself, I guess. I don't know why they don't provide it. I guess it's like cheaper or it makes it look more slick and cool, but there's
No, it doesn't make it look more slick and cool. You could put in drawers there that has hidden handles or anything like that. That would look way cooler because you can illuminate the like little hand. That would look cool. Nobody thinks a fucking drain leading from your zinc to whatever connection is down there is cool. I can promise you, no one actually thinks that's cool. People want you to think that's cool. People want to act like they like the old rustic factory fucking look. They don't. It's just to impress other people. That's one of those fucking things. They did that to save money. Obviously, it doesn't give it a slicker look. Yeah,
no storage underneath the sink. It's awkwardly deep, it goes all the way deep back there. No furniture
it's
I can
almost like the top part, the counter goes all the way there. So
find online goes that deep. We talked about like going to IKEA and getting like a custom made one because apparently they do that. All of their drawer systems are very, very shallow. Like they don't go very deep. We tried to get one like custom designed to put it under here, and it was still like gonna leave a whole like 50 centimeters of space at the back of it. Another reason it sucks, we've only got 2 burners and they're so close together, no matter what combination of pots and pans you use, it will always be pushing one off the other. It's not good. So I don't know what the solution is. Put your suggestions in the comments. Are there any carpenters watching this video?
Alright, here we go. I design cupboards for a living, so what they are telling you is a fucking lie. You can build this shit yourself. So what you do is you just you don't even have to build the entire thing. You just need to build a frame for it. So basically you just build a frame for it. You know how deep you want it to go. Basically just measure everything out, how big you want it, blah blah blah. And then you put sliders in there. I know it's not the right word for it, but there's these sliders. You just measure it out, mark both sides, drill the holes, put them in. That's all you have to do with that. And then you just get someone to make stuff for you, the drawers. You don't have to make the drawers yourself. You can if you know how. It's pretty easy. It's a fucking oversized box, basically. But yeah, you just do that, put the little slidey things on there, connect it, boom, you already. It's not that hard. All right, you don't even need to make drawers. There's these buckets that I've seen in Japan, like little metallic, almost fence buckets. You can just slide them onto the rail. That's the word, rails. Yeah, just connect the rails. But yeah, that's all you have to do. It's not that hard, man.
Is there anyone out there that wouldn't mind making us a custom drawer? I'll pay you for it, obviously. We just don't know what to do. Like the kitchen's bad, guys. So over here we've got coffee grinder, coffee beans, a kettle, and a mystery machine. What could it be? It's a rice cooker. There's still some leftover rice in there. Something off Amazon because we knew we'd probably have to leave it on top of the bench, so we wanted to make sure that it looked nice being on the bench. But yeah, it's fun. Something different, I guess. This is my massive, majestic, that's Paradise Osaka. They even said that when they were loading it into the van. They were like, now look at it. Now look at it.
Yeah, it will look better if the fridge was just here and you just connect those 2 cupboards with just a normal, like you can get an L-shaped one, you can make it even longer because there's space. You can burn that, burn the tree and make space to make it more livable. You can even after you put that there, you can put another counter here for just storage or whatever. Or make it look better. I don't know, man. I've seen the entire apartment. I didn't see a bathroom yet.
Can't even touch it. This picture right here is actually a drawing of my old apartment. So my friend in Australia, Sarah, she's really good at drawing like shop fronts and the outside of people's homes and stuff like that. So she asked me to send her a photo of my apartment. And then, yeah, she drew it out for me. It's got like all of the details. Like there was like a Lawson downstairs and a Domino's. I love it so much. I love having like personalized artwork on the wall that's got like memories.
That's really cool.
The bathroom,
I like that. And it's like almost
unusual, but yeah, like 0 storage, not under there, not behind the mirror. So we bought this little like IKEA cupboard thing, which I don't hate. I think it's fine. I do love that we've got the concrete wall even in the bathroom. The funniest feature about this whole entire apartment you would never expect. So you go in, the light is just your standard like cool tone fluorescent kind of color. What could that button do?
It's a normal bathroom, isn't it?
It changes the color temperature of the light in the shower. When I first saw this, I was like, you're joking. What a useless feature.
All right. Yeah, it is a useless feature. You just want to like sell your apartment or something. But I saw this apartment. It's a proper 5 out of 10. It's not designer. It's just they cheap out to pay less rent basically and buy all the shit yourself that you need. I'm not watching the entire 28-minute video. This is already 28 minutes. What the fuck? I've been talking way too much. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Like I said, severely average. I mean, all the things in there you could have gotten a proper cab, like a proper apartment with all the shit included, like cupboards and stuff. It's just a very cheap apartment block that they built. That's literally all of it. I did give some pointers here and there. Everything looks good except for the kitchen. You just like spazzed out when that happened. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for today. If you guys end up enjoying me just judging a fucking person's house for the entire video, I didn't want to do that, but that's how it ended up. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, notify yourself, and upload my brilliant content by clicking the notification bell. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully I'll just see you guys in the next one. Cheers!